No matter who.
Let's
Yes.
take a really cute pic.
My Heroes 1 Justice 2. We're doing the full story mode. That is the whole goal of this, to catch up
Let's keep.
and to be
get your reps
recapped in a 3D adaptation, and you know, some fun combat in between for season 5, which ends at the first week of August. So without further ado, we're jumping straight in. Here's the thing: sub versus dub. I watch it sub. We will play it dub, not only for a change of pace, but for easy. Plus, when you play a thing, it's usually better this way. But you know, if we change it, we change it. So I believe this is my first experience with the dub.
Yeah! It's time to lecture. You can re-experience the original
I just
work story
restarted.
through this story mode.
The original work. Okay, combo. I might do automatic just for, because you know what I mean. Like, we'll do the tutorial, but this is not what we're here for. Plus, by the way, I finished the first one in like 6 hours, and it felt much longer than that, just because the combat's not weak, but it's not great either. You know what I mean? These games have weak reviews, mostly because the depth isn't there. You know.
The future seems unavoidable, but I will struggle.
So one last thing here. This is huge. Spoilers warning. If you have not watched My Hero, if you are not 1 season and a half into it, do not watch this. This will spoil everything in a bad way. Like, you do not want this to be your first experience with this incredible series. And incredible it is. Like, it's one of those that is so good, and once it's done, it's going for the crown. The all-time best of the best. Now it's like top 10. It's the ones I follow the most. It's the ones I'm most excited for, and it's that good. Anyway, so yeah, last spoiler warning. Here we go.
Let's begin.
I have to warn you before this because this starts with spoilers like
You
right
can
away.
twist the future. That's what I believe.
Here we go. Made that dub.
I want to fight for a future where everyone can smile, because a world without people laughing is a dark place.
That it is.
Give up already. It's like I told you heroes earlier. You're all going to die!
He talks with that bird
I
mouth.
won't let that happen. I'll stop you no matter what it takes.
Overhaul, baby.
One blow to the head. Manchester!
So like this is spoiling the end of that arc.
You're infected.
Not good.
Young Midoriya, you never do what you're told, do you?
Ah!
Without context, it's pretty funny. I'm surprised that's where we start though. Okay, I don't think it is.
Let's begin.
Okay, we'll start with the tutorial here. I'll do this as quick as I can.
As news of what happened in Kaminoku spread, people all over the world were devastated. Our superhero society changed overnight. The next day, All Might summoned me to the beach. There, he punched me.
No more All Might. Let's do auto on this.
After that, he told me he couldn't fight anymore. It was over. The symbol of peace was actually retiring.
Texas Smash! You've made a promise, but as it turns out, you can't keep your word. If you kids had gotten hurt, everything would have been in vain. Got some bad influences.
Yeah, they were part of the battle.
The last sparks of One for All have left me. I can barely use my muscle form. I can't protect you when you get yourself in trouble now. You're always rushing to help people, no matter the danger. Destroying your body over and over. And then at Kaminoku, you managed to rescue your friend without being injured or getting into a fight. I'm so proud of you.
It's about damn time.
From here on out, I will devote myself to training you. You're stuck with me, so let's work hard.
He punched me. but I barely felt the stinging on my cheek. And that's when I knew it was actually true.
He finally held back.
Its reign was over.
That means all the time he punched him before,
I couldn't keep worrying about
was just
getting
like full
stronger,
force.
because I had to improve. As I sat there crying in All Might's arms,
Makes me think of Invincible.
I remembered the first days of our training.
When his dad trains him, and he's like, you know, I can't hold back. Because the villains will not hold back.
First, let's see if you can perform. This training will make you strong for the future.
I can jump,
It's more
son.
about getting used to battle than learning. In the past, I also thumped my mentor,
Counterattack.
and
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
save that
block
story
it.
for another time. Anyway, let's continue.
I'm gonna kick your
Charge.
Here's a kick!
I completely forgot about the charge.
I'm gonna kick
Tutorial
your butt.
only.
This is exciting!
How does that mean?
Boom! Pierce!
That hold?
I'm ready to rip!
Okay, got it. Punch me.
Powerful!
I think we're doing almost done here. Got it. Wait, we're not done? Quick special.
This is exciting! Here I come!
That choking sound. Brutal.
I'm not getting anywhere!
It's funny when you see him like running towards All Might, he looks like a
Now
child.
let's use them in a real fight.
He's like a 3-year-old coming at you.
Ready? Clash! I'm not getting anywhere! Here's a kick!
Not messing around here. Yeah, this is the crazy
You out! Here I come!
twist of this combat. It's vertical, horizontal, you name it. Eat feet. Wonder if that's ever been said in real life, in a real fight. You know what I mean? Eat feet.
So this is the goal.
That dude did not get laid that night. I wonder if Midoriya even knows what sex is. We've seen women be attracted to him, but himself, he's never even like thought about it.
It's so crazy. Out of all the paths my life could have taken, I met the greatest hero in the world. And he chose me as his successor. I have to keep running toward my
He's
goals
shirtless,
at full
and
speed
All Might is like
and help
wearing
create
4
a bright
layers.
future.
Now, it's your turn.
I love the finger point because anybody
my-
could see it as them, you know?
I swear, I'll become a hero like you.
I think Bakugo even had the same
No matter what.
similar reaction. It's like everybody's next, you know what I mean? If I can't protect you, somebody else has to, so you do it. Pointing at like society. Here we go. The hell? Okay.
Let's begin.
Now we're in. We're officially in where I want to be.
Shoot style is the very embodiment of me.
Oh, okay, never mind. What? We just fought him.
I'm glad you're here, young Midoriya. We're going to practice
part 2,
minor. I
the
like
goddess.
that you want to learn.
Okay,
you
boom, got
hard-working
it.
little whippersnapper.
Dodge
Actually,
successfully.
if you listen to your mentor and get stubbornly told to think
Give me a
about
sec.
that yourself,
Got it.
and you always get the
Wall
tar
guarded.
beat out of you, well, that's enough of that. Anyway,
Nailed it. Oh no,
let's
that's
go
just something else.
beyond. What a
Damn it. I'm a little early here. Give me a sec. Okay, sidekick, might as well.
Everyone?
Bro, why did that come?
Hey, what's wrong?
I know, that's what I just did. Got it. Okay, final one here. It's not easy. Give me a sec.
Hey, what's wrong?
I think I got it.
You're getting into it now.
Ah, damn it. Oh,
Looking
plus ultra.
fill
Okay, this is the good
one
stuff.
charge of the plus ultra gauge and try unleashing a plus ultra one. When you go
Man,
out,
I remember
you get all
getting
marked
the
and yell
like
this.
plus ultra 2 or 3 super hard in the original game because usually they die before you get a chance. Easy to miss too.
Just getting started.
Yeah, I guess we skipped the part where we become a Kickman.
Good job. Next is Plus Ultra 2.
There's a point in anime where he realizes that he punches too much and it like messes up his arms. So yeah, chooses to become a kicker now.
Hey, what's wrong?
Plus Ultra 2. Oh crap, we gotta build it up. It's gonna take a bit. Oh, mine just running. Two little kids show up and he's like, no, gotta run. Man, I completely forgot about the dash. I think I played the entire first game without dashing a single time.
So strong.
Got it.
Gotta find more power. Oh, it's here for the fight.
Kick me. He's lucky he doesn't have scars on his face, man.
Oh my
Considering all the one he does
goodness.
have.
Build up
Twice.
one full bar of your Plus Ultra gauge and release a sidekick Plus Ultra.
We gotta choose. Let's go with Rocket Boots here.
Leave it to me.
If you're doing the story mode, just started. Still in the tutorial. But I'm done like right after this.
Leave it to me.
To recap, before I start Season 5, which is finishing in a month. What?
Leave it to me.
Okay, because my bar's dead. Give me a sec. Gotta build it back up. The stupidest thing All Might ever always does is when he's training, he always puts in that form to do a joke or something, make a speech, you know. But considering how broken he is,
Leave it to me.
he really shouldn't, you know. Okay, got it.
Trick. Don't hesitate.
Nice.
Okay. Here's the final technique. Build up 3 full bars of your Plus Ultra gauge and unleash the Plus Ultra.
Yeah, this is the one. This is the one there. You never get it because it takes forever to build up 3 bars, and you gotta have both your sidekicks ready, and you can't miss. Because if you miss, it's a complete waste. Here we go. Can't miss this.
Let's move out.
Understood.
Gotta make the most of my effort.
It's just them screaming in the corner, getting hype. Any of that happen in Dragon Ball?
It looks like you were able to perform.
Goku's charging his Spirit Bomb, and you just got like Krillin in the corner.
Young Midoriya, show me your Plus Ultra.
Nice. Okay, now we. Oh no, final round. We gotta beat him.
Leave it to me.
Get him. Just send my goons.
Hey, what's wrong?
Okay, I forget what to do when they do those unblockable attacks. I guess just dash away. Because yeah, blocking doesn't work.
Is that it?
Okay, gotta take this seriously.
Everyone,
So yeah, if we do have the overhaul story in here,
Save myself.
that might mean that we have the entire like recap until Season 5. Plus, I wouldn't think they would do the
all right. I'm starting to get it.
latest arc, which is the school festival. That one's kind of weird when you think about playing it. But if they have overhaul in here, it's pretty much everything till that. So yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. So here we go. Story mode begins. Ooh. Okay, I should change this to auto, I'm thinking. Just for now, you know what I mean? Normal. Normal is auto. They don't put auto so you don't have to deal with the shame.
Let's begin.
After saving Bakugo, we took him to talk to the police. Then it took half
cut
a
that
day
from
to
the
get
anime.
home from Kaminoku. I kept
The
wondering,
paperwork.
what impact would All Might's retirement
Being a
have?
cop in this world must suck.
Who would be the #1 hero now?
You gotta go to every situation knowing you can't do anything.
There you are,
And you just
Shoto.
fodder for the
I
villains.
was afraid something had happened to you. You could have at least responded to some of my messages, you know. At least you're okay.
This is crazy, by the way, this the storyline with the abused mother.
So, Dad's been in a mood since he got back.
Like, he hates his father.
You should go see him.
Because, like, he burned her face, and he burned his face afterwards.
Watch it.
It's like
They're
dark,
going to
dark
demolish
stuff.
our house.
So the fact that they do have a redemption arc, where he does respect him now, is
Shoto,
pretty surprising.
get over here. We should talk.
Final round! Ready?
They do have full 3D cutscenes for the big fights.
That fool's no
Just
longer
us
the top
running.
hero, which means it's number 2. No, I can't accept this. It wasn't supposed to be this way! Burning. Then say,
Pressure.
it's your turn?
This is what he's always wanted, and I love that when he gets it,
Ridiculous warning to criminals.
he feels the pressure
What
right
was
away,
he
you know.
thinking? My entire life, I've tried to close the gap between me and All Might. And now, he's done. Burn! Bring it! Please, you can't.
He's like not even
raise
fighting
an
back
expert.
almost.
And now, I'm sure the League of Villains will make a move. How criminals will come out of hiding. The underworld will become more active. Without the
right.
fear of All Might, those who lurk in the shadows will feel braver and not hesitate to move into the light. Which means I must show that I am stronger
Already
than
forgot how
any
to plus
hero
ultra.
or villain.
Let me look it up for 2 seconds. It's funny. I literally just finished a tutorial and I'm like, nah, forgot it. Let's go. Damn, it's not even here. Okay, it's just the triggers.
Yes, I must become not just the symbol of peace,
No, it's not.
but absolute power.
Got it.
That is my new destiny.
I think I missed on too far away.
Class Ultra!
Unsightly.
It just sucks you just shut him up. You know, he's making an incredible speech about having to take over.
Win!
I can't stop. I
You're
won't
like, shut up,
stop.
Dad. I want to stain my favorite shirt.
New story!
What is that Plus Ultra t-shirt?
Right. Of course. Another rant from my old man. How many of those have I heard? Although, he did seem pretty emotional this time. Well, I suppose. In the end, he's just trying to do what he thinks is best.
Just wait. I'll reach the top in my own way.
Like, it's one of those moments where he has to support his father, even though, you know, he still kind of hates him. And he still knows
We
he's
managed-
abusive, you know what I mean? He's not the hero we need, he's the hero we're stuck to
I've
have.
always risked so much for my dream.
Main and subparts. Cool.
Let's begin!
We will do everything.
After the Kaminoku incident, UA decided to move its hero students on campus. Given everything that had happened, it was for our own protection. But before we could start packing our bags, the school needed consent from everyone's guardians, so the teachers did home
Mom and
visits.
son sweating.
Before I knew it, All Might was at my house!
I'll be frank with you. Ever since enrolling at UA, my baby just keeps getting hurt. I won't allow Izuku to move into the
Yo, I
dorms.
forgot this scene, that was good.
I shouldn't have been surprised. I'd been ignoring my mother's feelings for so long. How many times has she
Poking
seen
his
me
wounds.
bloody and broken after fighting villains? But still. Look, Mom! All Might, you too! At the hospital, I got this letter thanking me. It's from Koda.
One letter.
He's the boy I saved at the training camp, and this made me feel like a real
Wait,
hero.
we're skipping that arc?
That's
I don't remember
what
playing
I'm meant
that.
to be, so I won't stop.
Okay, no, we did.
That means I'll keep training even if I'm not at UA.
That was a good arc, by the
Listening
way.
to you, I can tell you're on your own path.
The first person who sees
Not
him
just
as a hero?
following in my footsteps.
It's good.
That's good. And I know
See, this is what I
learning
mean.
from heroes will help you achieve your goals.
Him doing this right now just
So
for this
please,
speech
ma'am,
is horrible.
I believe the young Izuku is the right person to succeed me. He is my choice to become the world's next symbol of peace.
No
So
pressure.
please, will you allow me to devote myself to helping your son? We will go beyond. I will walk beside him and lift him up. Even if it costs me my life, I swear I'll protect him.
And the Demon Slayer game better not do comic book panels like this.
All Might, you are Izuku's reason for living. So don't give up your life. He needs you to raise him and keep him safe. If you can promise me you'll do that, then he can return to UA.
Can't keep that promise.
I promise you.
Your idol is impressed with you. I'm sure that's one of the happiest things that's ever happened to you. But listen, if you're staying at UA,
I'm coming
you
with.
have to keep out of trouble. Izuku, be careful.
I will. I won't make you worry.
And now, fight. We're in the living room. Mom versus All Might.
First day at...
Let's begin.
Oh, nice. We get to play as Bakugo.
In mid-August, I packed my bags and moved out. I'd now be living in the dorms along with my classmates. Our building was called Heights Alliance, located on the edge of UA's campus. About a 5-minute walk from the main school.
Given everything that's happened recently, I'm glad our class is here safely.
man.
Now then, I'll explain how your dorm assignments will work shortly. But first,
He always looks so
this
stoned.
is important. Listen well. Todoroki, Kirishima, Midoriya, Yaoyorozu, Ida. You 5 are the ones who broke the rules and went to rescue Bakugo that night.
Ribbit?
As for the rest of you,
Glad
I
to put
assume
that
you
in.
were at least aware of their plan.
Frog powers, come on now.
Normally, you'd all be expelled. You betrayed the trust of your teachers. Even if it was to keep your friends from getting into trouble, they could have died. I hope each of you understands that.
They could have died.
However, we can't kick out students while the League is out there. Who knows what they could be plotting next? So, in order to regain our confidence, you'll need to obey our every rule. And let
That's
us
the crazy
model
thing about this
students.
universe.
Got it?
And why I love the show so much is the
Now,
stakes are so
look
high.
alive. Enjoy your new
All
home.
the adults keep dying. That's the life of a hero.
It? Pretty crappy pep talk.
And that's why I'm
Like
hopeful
disappointments.
that once academia is
Feels
over,
so lame.
it just keeps going like Shippuden and
Dumbass,
them as
come
adults.
here.
Because then it's all the people we grew up with and learned to love that will die. Because now it's rough. No, it's rough to kill Electricity Dude because he's a teenager. You can't start killing teenagers left and right, even though they're all the main characters. So they kill the heroes that they look up to. It's only a matter of time before they become the adults themselves, and then that's when we're talking next level storytelling. Because not only is it like 5 seasons with them, but it's 5 seasons with them growing up and learning the lessons they need to learn, so that the pain later on is so much more. Again, I'm just hoping here. My Hero Academia might just be it.
Bring him down!
But here's the hoping. But knowing anime, that's not it. It might take years before we get a follow-up series, but we won't. It's just nature of the business.
Feel this! So numb!
Feel the shack.
Lose it!
Feel the shock versus feel the explosion all up in your face, Big difference of power.
Held back! Get lost! Blast off! Got a problem?
And and that's the thing, right? So every time they introduce a new arc or a new villain, it's always an outsider. It's always somebody from outside the school that they get involved with. So imagine in the proper My Hero series, the villain is one of the classmates that you would never have expected to come in, like Bakugo or hell, Electricity Dude, And raises the stakes again. Fear of death and fear of the characters you love becoming villains.
Come on! Let me enjoy this a bit!
I love that the joke of him beating up the other guy, like, beneath that bush, is now a full fight. Gotta milk
What was that for? He's fried, Bakugo.
milk the story for these games.
You losers all sounded depressed. It was getting annoying.
Oh man, what a moron. You're so helpless.
Laugh at this idiot and move on.
I guess sometimes it's good to blow off steam.
I guess school violence is alright sometimes.
Time to
Ooh.
judge who has the coolest room.
We're doing the room segment where everybody judges everybody's rooms. mean, it's a great segment, but come on now. I don't remember this being an excuse for a fight.
Each student dorm holds one class. Girls are on the right, and boys are on the left. The first floor is a common area. That's where you'll find your kitchen, baths, and laundry rooms.
Doth mine earth deceive me? Our baths are located in the common area? Is this heaven?
So spacious and pretty! Ooh, look at that sofa!
Your rooms have already been assigned. The belongings you sent ahead have already been placed in your new spaces.
Man,
Spend
going
the
out
day
with
unpacking
Invisible
and
Girl.
getting settled. I'll tell you more about your next
Scary
lessons
stuff.
tomorrow. And Minetta, the baths are not co-ed. I warn you, you will behave yourself.
It's weird. I know we could have died, but it's kind of exciting to be living here.
After I just
Hey
got beat
boys,
by
are you done
Bakugo.
unpacking? Because if so, I think we should have a contest. The girls and I were thinking we should vote to see who has the coolest room.
Good idea. Come to mine, girls. I've got so much stuff
It's like
to
a
show
dungeon.
you.
Man, his dub voice is
We'll
weird.
crown a winner and
Good choice, I
everything.
guess.
Now, any volunteers to go first?
I will not be ignored. This isn't fair. Start with me.
For being up Minetta. Makes sense.
Rounds.
It's always like outside the school. You don't have one
I
inside.
promise you'll have fun in
Minoru.
my bedchambers.
By the way, I'm not good at remembering their names. Not only do I, when I watch it, I just watch the full season and move on. But come on, it's all Japanese names.
Huh? Like the rain.
They're not as easy as like
Please
Goku,
stop making that
Vegeta,
drool face.
Piccolo. You know what I mean?
Just a peek.
It's like Mina and Minoru.
Ew,
Bad
stay
examples.
away from me.
But still.
Stuck.
By the way, I'm not changing the difficulty.
Solubility up.
Because these early fights are just really extremely easy.
They can't move. I'll melt you.
She just sprays juice. Forgot that was one of her things.
Yeah, right.
Juice me. Okay, we're waiting for that Plus Ultra 2, hopefully. But again, Chester will kill him before that happens. They're already, like, close to death.
Who got this? Help me. Look out. Surround.
There's something about Minoru running away from a woman that's funny.
Damn it.
Good grief.
Sticky with maximum acidity. It's blue. They can't move.
Plus Ultra!
Oh, with me.
Win!
No balls.
Amazing. Victory is mine.
And so, at Ashido's suggestion, we all decided to judge the rooms we barely moved into. First off, everyone headed to... What? No! That one's mine! Hold on! It's not ready! Please don't! Wait!
What the hell is this?
Whoa, it's All Might everywhere! Jeez, you're such a fanboy. It's amazing!
The big poster is him, like, sexy
Whose room is
pose.
next?
Yeah, it is weird, I gotta say. Like, he sees them every day.
You're up next, class rep. Whoa, you've got so many glasses. Do you really need all these, Ida? Kirishima, your room is... let's just say I don't understand what some boys call decorating. Sato, your room smells so good! Did you just now bake that adorable cake?
Oh yeah, he wins just because he's a food guy.
What? Why is Tokoyami's
Yes.
room so scary?
Tokiyami, top character.
And why do you have swords?
Top 5 for me, I
Dang.
believe.
Todoroki's room is so traditional. Are those floor mats? Did you have this place remodeled? And Aoyama. Yeah. Makes sense.
We need
I
Aoyama
know
in the show.
I'm next, but this is
The pelvic
kind
laser,
of
right?
embarrassing.
Cool. This is totally punk rock. Can you play all of these instruments? Let's see Ashido's room. It's super cute.
Ashiro.
And Yayorozu's room? Oh, that furniture looks expensive.
Hagakure's room.
Plus Ultra!
Bruh.
Has everyone got their votes in? Remember, you can't pick yourself for this, guys. And now, without further ado, here are the results of the first
See, like, look at this. How many-
competition.
15 of them.
Total of 5
Like 4 are gonna
votes.
die.
The
It's just a
overwhelming
law
winner
of
this
storytelling.
totally awesome contest is, drumroll, Rikino Sato! By the way, all the girls voted for you. We couldn't get enough of that yummy cake.
You villain! Aspiring heroes shouldn't resort to bribery! That's so not fair!
This is great. You guys never change.
I still can't believe they put this whole scene in here. I mean, I don't mind it, but it's a funny choice, you know? If, like, one thing you can cut, that's probably it. So that means they have everything in here.
Let's begin!
I think this is where he learns to kick, actually. We're not playing
Now that
as...
we'd moved into the dorms, we could return to training. I hadn't been in class for so long, so I was ready to learn and grow stronger.
This summer, your main focus is obtaining provisional hero licenses. Do not take this lightly. A hero license means that you're responsible for human lives. As such, you can imagine they're hard to qualify for. Today, you'll concentrate on creating ultimate moves.
It's like a school assignment and a hero
It
assignment
must suck having a
combined.
shitty power.
Rock on,
Because that just means you know you have to have, like, a shitty
According
human
to
job.
Mr. Aizawa, having an ultimate move will heavily impact our provisional licensing exam. Without one, it could be hard for us to pass. And so, we moved to Gym Gamma to train. There we'd see what we could come up with.
In battle, your special maneuvers must prove useful. They won't help if they leave you defenseless. That's why today, you're going to practice against the foe villains. Don't hold back against them. First up is...
Huh? Of course I'm number 1. Time to explode. Bring it!
Man, this guy is gonna blow up a school someday or something very bad. Like, that would be part of his story.
Bring him down!
You could just see it, you know what I mean? Because he's the most obvious choice for a villain turn, which why they probably will never do it because it's too easy. But it's much more compelling to have him be a hero, even given his powers and his personality. Like, humans hate him. Everybody hates him.
I'll kill you! Get lost! Take this! Loser!
We're finally getting to some real fights relatively.
What was that again? This just began!
Yeah, I hope one day, like, big scale, he's alone, no backup, has to save, like, a hospital. Then he gets too excited and literally blows up, like, a quarter of the hospital. Kills, like, some old women. He's gotta live with that, you know? I'm gonna lose here.
Shut up already! Max output!
Got him. Never mind. He's got, like, a sliver of health left. I could do another one, actually.
Shut up already!
If I don't miss, I win. Nope, that's too close. Got him. Little groin shot.
Win! Come on! Let me enjoy this a bit!
New story!
I can imagine him being the symbol of
I could
peace.
let loose like this. I killed him. Give me another one.
Kachan, you're so amazing. I bet you have lots of ideas for ultimate moves. How can I fight?
He sounds so thirsty,
My arms
man.
are all busted up. What's worse, I can't risk damaging them anymore. So how do I come up with a new technique?
Yeah, this they might show in 3D, actually.
Ashido's doing
Such a
great.
Nice action
Her
scene.
acid is incredible. Minetta's working on something called Grape Rush. I wonder how it'll work out. And Uraraka's working overtime right now. They're all gonna leave me behind if I don't act fast.
You look worried, so how about some advice? Use that clever head on your shoulders. There's no right or wrong here.
Man, All
The
Might's
thing
face,
that's important
like
is that
this,
you realize your
looks
full
like the
potential on your
most
own.
villainous face possible.
Think for yourself. Right now, you're still trying to imitate me.
Also, you should be planning how you can improve your costumes.
We still haven't
especially
seen
now that you understand
All
your
for One's
quirks
face.
better. If you want anything changed, head to the development
I know he's
studio
locked
for
up, but
help.
it's only a matter of time before he becomes the main villain. All for One, man, crazy. Is it All for One or
I
One
head
for
to
All?
the development studio to get
You know
my
what I mean.
costume approved.
Main sub.
Let's begin. I didn't really get why imitating All
material
Might was
over
such a
here.
bad thing, but I knew I had to do something to keep up. So I went down to the development studio to get some expert
Right
advice
after I
and
say
found
that,
an
it's one of the
explosion
most
waiting for me. Wait, no, that was just
sexually
Ray Hudson
charged
from the support
images of
course.
her.
So this high-tech
What up,
baby
May?
senses muscle contractions and improves your movements? That's great, but actually I needed something for my arms.
An electric booster that can cool anything that gives off heat? That's perfect for my radiators. Ah! Hold on! My quirk is in my legs, you mad woman!
That's true. But think of it this way. If you're wanting to let your legs cool down, then why don't you just run with your arms instead? Brilliant!
Hold on. Maybe she has a point. Oh, oh, I
The
think I
epiphany
got it!
in like comic book form is pretty funny. Old creepy monkey guy looking at me. Man, it's still images. It's ridiculous.
A good designer doesn't get weighed down by common sense. I try out new things every day. Now, any other requests? Ooh, how about this?
4 days after visiting the development studio, I was back at Gym Gamma.
4 days.
It was my
Makes
first
sense.
training session with my new
Full
gear.
week of finishers.
Not an explosion from my entire hand, but a blast from a single concentrated point. Take this! AP shot!
Man, he must have
watch
intense
out!
discharges when you think about it.
All Might, above you!
Gotta avoid those at all costs.
You're doing great. Show those faux villains what you've learned.
Final round!
What you been doing this whole time?
All Might's signature moves usually involve his fists. Since I inherited One for All from him, I tried to do the same thing, copying his every technique. But even if my arms are
looking for a
messed up,
perfect here.
I can still use my legs. It's so obvious
Oh, crap.
that I didn't even realize it.
Almost. One more. Boom.
Gotta make the most of my
I think I'm looking the wrong way.
Always fierce in a fight.
Got him.
Class Ultra! Win!
All about the pressure.
All right, I'm starting to get it. Amazing!
Dude, Midoriya, you swooped in and wasted that rock!
It's these new souls. Hatsume suggested them, and I think they'll really up my game. Plus, Ida's been showing me how to use my legs better, so my fighting style has changed. Looks like other people improved their costumes too.
I put
You're not
gears
the
on my
only one
shoulders.
here with a brand new style. We've all been making changes here and there. Now's the time to upgrade.
That's right. Remember, older students with more experience than you will be at the provisional licensing exam. There's no doubt this will be tough. But again, try not to overthink things too much. If you get lost in your own head, you're done for.
Hey, All Might. It's dangerous in here. You should be careful.
Really? Forgot about that.
Yeah, All Might, watch yourself!
Treating him like a weak old man.
Watch yourself, huh? I guess that only makes sense. To everyone else, I'm just a weakling now. Someone who needs to be protected. Even if it's by my own students.
Introspective. Okay, almost done here. Since we finished the training.
It's the day of the Provisional Hero License Exam.
Okay, so we'll do this. We'll
Class
finish the
1A
exam.
prepares for the test.
Huh. Yeah, we'll finish the exam and then that's it.
Let's begin.
Because yeah, and then we'll start the next arc, which is probably the biggest one. Up to this point.
Our days of training flew by. Soon, it was the day of the Provisional Hero Licensing Exam. And so, we all gathered at the National Taco
I love any
Arena.
excuse to have a tournament arc.
If you can pass this test and get your provisional licenses, then you novice eggs will hatch into chicks. You'll be semi-pros. Do your best.
I forgot that metaphor.
All right, Let's call out the
Analogy.
usual, you guys. On my mark, plus...
Ultra! Who the heck is this guy? He's way too excited. Wait, that uniform. You're from Shiketsu on the other side of Japan. Of all the hero courses out there, that one rivals UA's.
You know, it's pretty rude to barge into other people's huddles like that, Inasa.
I'm so very extremely sorry! I just wanted to say plus ultra! You see, I really love UA High School!
The hell is Midoriya carrying? I
As a
forgot about that.
Shiketsu student, it's important that you cultivate the proper behavior. You may be our golden boy, but you have much to learn.
Final round!
Nope, just throw us in here.
Clash!
What the hell?
The idea that I must sanction my classmate
Okay,
is
you're like
deplorable.
the teacher.
But I'll do it.
It's just you beating up your
Thanks for
student.
this passionate training session! What a thrill! I'm in good hands, sir!
Nobody. I believe my lesson has gone over your
Did
head.
you say Hans?
What a waste of my time.
Damn. Completely forgot about this guy.
I'm hyped up!
Okay, it's a weird one. Give me a second. Gotta learn
Don't
his
take me
powers.
lightly. Sheer folly. Dead shot.
Headshot. What the hell does that do? He has to punch me. It's like a counter. Ooh, nice. Okay, that's good. That I'm gonna use since he's always running.
I'll get you!
What a nice one.
Damn it.
Best. Empty. Now's the time. Engage. You're a nobody.
Oh, I thought I had him. Gotta get him at least once with that
Don't
move.
take me
Need to know what it is.
En route. Meaningless. You're
Got
a
him.
nobody.
That's just a push.
I got you!
Weak.
I'll crumple you.
Okay, this we need. This is a grab.
Don't take
Get
me
over it.
lightly. Intense.
This guy just
Now's
keeps
the
running.
time. Neutralized. You're a nobody.
Damn it.
Finished in one
Got him.
stroke.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty weak.
En route. Eye on the ball.
Just getting started!
Now's the time. Engage.
You might as well.
Resign yourself to defeat. Sheer folly.
Ah, come on.
En route. Meaningless.
It's starting to get...
Engage. Squish.
Squish.
Meatball time.
Meatball time.
Dead shot. Neutralized.
Chip damage for the win,
Take me
baby.
lightly.
Come on.
Meatball time.
Just getting started!
I'll take it.
I lost!
No pride here.
Win!
You didn't realize the difference in our strength.
Squeezed to death. Man, this finish is dark.
And yet I greatly appreciate it nevertheless! How extremely honored we are to compete against the incredible students of UA! I'm so looking forward to
I'll tell you
it!
what, I'll save this for next time, because there is a lot of fights.
Enough.
Inasa Yuarashi. He's the same year as you all, and received the top scores for students admitted through recommendations. Although, for some reason, he turned UA down.
This guy says that he loves our school, but he passed on his chance to enroll when it was offered?
He's the real deal. Watch out for him. Now, change into your costumes and head to orientation. You've got no time to waste.
Because yeah, every classmate has their own fight. So yeah, it's a whole tournament arc. So yeah, I'll save this for next time. We'll do the whole thing, and then we'll keep going.
Whoa, that guy came out of nowhere. That
Yep.
hat.
Lurking. Yeah, pretty much. Sweet. Yeah, and alright so far. I forgot about the whole comic book aesthetic, which of course is a letdown, but there are a few scenes guaranteed. See, we're only 10% in, that are guaranteed to be in 3D, and that's what we're here for. And those are the big scenes, the big action sequences. So until then, we'll play this not daily, but you know, every few days. Because yeah, I gotta catch up and I gotta start, and I'll start right as we finish this, in the same way that I'm starting Loki right now tonight, and other anime as well, like To Your Eternity, I believe, is finishing as well soon, and is one of the highest rated of 2021. To Your Eternity. So yeah, can't wait to check that out as well. So until next time, Peace. Black Widow and something tomorrow.